All right, we're going to be down here at Yaesu. Not sure which is the best way to set the camera up here. We'll just try this.
Oh.
Well, hey Dennis, let's give this a shot. Step up just a little closer right here. Yeah, well, we can see there. Okay, Dennis Machenbacher.
Machenbacher,
I got it close, right? What's your call? What's your call?
K7 Bravo Victor.
K7 Bravo Victor. Okay, very good. And tell us, you're the guy. You're the Yaesu guy. What do you do at Yaesu?
I'm
and
honored.
talk directly to the mic.
I'm honored to be the executive vice president for North America for Yaesu.
Cool. That's cool.
I like it.
So, hey guys, be getting your questions ready for Dennis here for Yaesu, and I'm sure.
Do I need a seatbelt for this?
Yeah, I don't think so. They've been pretty nice. They talked to Ray earlier, and they didn't drill him too bad. So. Okay. So anyway, hey, what's your most popular thing you got here right now?
Actually, what's the real buzz at Yaesu right now is our new digital. We're introducing digital for VHF and UHF, and the name of that digital product is System Fusion. And the Fusion, what that really replies to is Fusion is bringing together analog, FM, and digital. And so we've introduced our handheld and we've introduced our mobile, and now we're just getting ready to roll out our DR1 digital repeater down here. And we actually have some test sites out across the United States right now doing some beta testing with this thing. And presuming that goes as well as it's going so far, if that keeps going, we'll be rolling it out here in a month or two at most. So it's very exciting in that we have something called automatic mode select, which means that if someone is on this repeater that can do both analog FM and digital, they can talk to each other. So all those hundreds of thousands of amateur radio operators who already have a analog FM handheld will still be able to talk to those who have chosen to go over to a digital unit through this repeater.
That's a neat looking repeater. Let me see if I can get a close-up shot of that repeater there.
All righty.
And
do you?
All right. Okay, Dennis, we've got a good shot of the repeater there.
Okay. The repeaters that are coming out have a model number of DR1, and they're actually dual band. The repeater can be set up for either 2 meters or 440, and again, as I mentioned, it has automatic mode select in it, so they can be set up all sorts of different methods for the control operator to select, but probably one of the more common defaults will be you can send or it can receive digital or analog FM, and the output will be FM. So even though the repeater hears digital, it can be made so that it outputs analog. So that a club
does it output both digital and analog?
It can be set up so that digital up, digital down.
Yeah.
Analog up, analog down. It can be set up for digital or analog up, only analog down.
Okay, cool.
So the good thing is that a club can make a slow migration over to digital if they want, or if there's some users that want digital, some not.
Here's some questions, Dennis. Will there be any new HF rigs this year?
We introduced this year the FTDX 3000, which was a spin-off, if you will, of FTDX 5000, where the FTDX 5000 had dual receivers. That of course, made it more expensive than a radio that would have had only one receiver. So that is the FTDX 3000. It's basically I don't want to call it a basic FTDX 5000, but it is an FTDX 5000, essentially that receiver. And then we also came out with the FTDX 1200, which is another radio that's in the very economical market of 1,500 or so. So we've had a good year.
Here's something I'm not familiar with. Let me see it. It was an interesting question. Let me see.
Somebody was asking me. I said, "What is my favorite mode?"
Are you planning to release any amateur radio under the name yaesu Musin?
Yeah, yaesu Musin was the original name of this company 50-some years back. And what it means is that name actually comes from Yaesu is a district of Tokyo. There's the Yaesu district, and that's where our original factory was, if you will. And Musin means like wireless or like wireless radio. So that was the name we used before. After we separated from Motorola, we went back to using that name, and that is the name they use in Japan. Here in the United States, we're just using Yaesu.
So why C4 FM instead of DMR like Vertec says? DMR supports traditional analog. You got any thoughts about that? Or?
Well, I'm not real technical
on that aspect here.
But what I understand is our company did, after our competitors came out with a digital mode, we looked, decided we didn't want to go that mode. We thought that there maybe were some other alternatives. We looked at all the other alternatives. And what we decided was that the C4 FM looked like it had the longest legs. It was going to be around for quite a long time. It fit the opportunities that we were wanting to go forward with. I know that we see a lot of modal turbo guys and and that, whatever, that wished we'd have gone a different way. But this is what we think is going to be the pony we wanted to ride into the future. And it allowed us to do the things we want to do as far as being able to move a lot of data. And that's, by the way, also why we went to 12.5 kilohertz, so that we could move a lot of data.
All right. Talk more straight into the mic. That'll help a lot. Let's see. Is Motorola still? Do they own any part of Yaesu? They used to.
No. When we separated a couple years ago, our land mobile division went off with them, and we went back to amateur radio, marine, and aviation.
They want to know what your favorite band is to operate. I guess you operate?
I do an awful lot of DXing and contesting. I think my favorite mode for sure is CW, and then my favorite two bands are 40 and 15. I guess if the world came to the point where I was only allowed to have one band, I'd pick 40 meters.
40, okay.
Wow, we got lots of questions are coming in.
I think we missed some. Let's see.
You have a lot of users on here, don't you?
Well,
a lot of viewers.
Not as many as the big show we do, but yeah, there's probably 400 or 500 in here.
That's amazing.
Okay, more questions. I'm sure we scrolled over and missed quite a few questions, but I wanted to roll by here before the day's over because the show's going to close here in a little while.
Yes.
Are you staying the night here, or are you heading out of here?
I'm going to spend the night here, and then I'm going to spend some time with a customer tomorrow that wanted some special attention, so I'm going to try and give it to him.
Okay.
I noticed
any plans for new Bluetooth gear?
Well, our new mobile has Bluetooth capability as well, but I see it's pretty much the same Bluetooth that we had before. So I haven't seen any changes in the Bluetooth at this time. I see somebody made a remark about the audio of some of the other digital systems, and I think they're probably asking, is our audio in the same boat? It's been my experience with the testing that we've done so far with just Joe or Mary Ham off the street, that they feel like using our C4 FM digital is providing better audio than maybe has been offered elsewhere.
Okay. Our problem on transmit with digital mic on an 857D.
Ooh, I'm not familiar with that.
I'm not either.
Now that's not totally unusual in that I don't hear about all the problems that our tech support people do. So that one I can't address.
Any plans for an HF, VHF, UHF transceiver, maybe that covers 220?
And I hope that's a good question, because that's something I've been pushing because I have an awful lot of interest on 6 meters as well. I'm a very intense 6-meter operator, and I'd love for us to have a good radio like some of the, we have had the FT847, FT736Rs that were extremely popular in the past. I've talked to the company and the development team. There is a radio that's on the list. You know, there's a lot of things that are on the list of radios to be developed, but I know that we have an interest in returning to the market with that radio. When it will happen, I don't have that information, but they have identified it as a product that they want to make.
Well, KC0EBL said, and he just scrolled, he has a, let me roll it back. He's got a FT950. He says, great rig.
Yes.
He says, how long do you foresee the 950 being currently supported radio with you guys?
Supported, as this gentleman or this ham knows, we're no longer producing them simply because we needed to make room for some of the new generations of radio. But the FT950 was a fantastic radio. It was probably one of the best bargains we've ever made, best radio bang for the buck. As far as supporting it, I don't know the full commitment on it because it's in the same family with the 9000, the 2000, and the FT450. I suspect it'll be quite some time into the future. The 9000 has been around since 2004.
Okay. All right, very good. Any other last-minute questions before we roll on?
I'm just glad to have this chance.
Yeah,
I'm sorry I was so busy over here I didn't get a chance to talk with you earlier.
That's fine. You're here to see all your customers, and it looks like the store is kind of getting close to closing here, and the ham day is going to be over, and now you have a chance to talk to 200 or 300 more people.
Yes, I appreciate it a lot.
Yeah.
Thanks to you coming out
here. What radio is going to replace the 847 736? What radio will
they're
replace?
Asking that essentially that same question. What is going to be the new radio for the VHF, UHF market? And I don't have a name for it yet. I just know that the company is looking at producing another radio of that nature.
What about the 9000? Is it going to be around for a while?
Yes. A lot of people think that just because we introduced the 5000 that we might drop the 9000. But we still have sales of the 9000. It's amazing. I can never tell who comes up to look at my gear, whether he's going to go with the 9000 or 5000, the ones that look at both of them. But we still have a very lively market of 9000, new 9000 buyers. So to my knowledge, at this point, we intend to keep it going as long as the market says they want it.
I suppose when you're talking about this, say, will it be satellite ready?
They're talking about that VHF, UHF radio again, and I'm sure that will be the case.
Okay.
I just wish I knew when. I mean, it could be 2 years or more, even. But I know it is definitely on the development list.
Thank everybody for sticking around as long as they did. Hopefully, y'all got your entries in.
Okay. All right, well, Dennis, we're going to roll on. I appreciate talking to you, man. We're going to see you at Dayton, okay?
We will definitely see you at Dayton. I hope we see some of these people, too.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate it.
Let's see. Ken Landers, F4TYK. Ken, are you here? Hey, man, congratulations. Y'all get Ken AM. Hey, really, y'all get Ken AM.
Appreciate it.
All righty, and Barry Home, KY4YLA. Barry, are you here? Awesome, man. Congratulations on you, Barry. All right. Now, continuing on for the prizes of the day. Now we have, as far as the all the entries that you put in, we have some non-ham prizes, and we have the radio is for the registered hams. The registered hams. For the non-hams, we have some study guides for you. We have some of the VIS study cards and the VIS study CD. The cards go to Linda Hudgens. Linda, are you here? Hey, congratulations, Linda. Y'all give Linda a hand. Congratulations to you. You're welcome. And Eileen Sexton. Eileen, are you here? Hey, congratulations. Here we go.